Hello, Monsters Abound here and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires in part 14 for my Fay Enchantress campaign, where last time Tim and Beaumont unfortunately turned up a little bit late to the crusade. It's unfortunate. Sometimes you turn up late for the party. You rock up, everyone is sort of like just sat around on the sofas just chilling out, and you're ready to go. And everyone else has already had the party, and this is much. We've rocked up. We're all ready to crusade. We got the banners. We got the lances. But you turn up, crusade's over. What do you do? What do you do? So we've kind of joined in a little bit. We've just got the tail end of it. We're going to burn grungs into the ground. We've dealt with the orcs, and next. We're going to have to decide which crusade we go on next, haven't we? So we've got Tim and Beaumont here, and I think what I need to do is maybe get them some better armies. Now, Beaumont actually, for some whatever reason, has free questing knights. So I'm thinking I may as well give like the Knights of the Realm to Alberic. If I give them to Alberic, we've got some tech coming as well. 9 turns, and we're going to have some more tech, which will give us a lot more peasants. So then we can get 9 turns, and I reckon we can actually get Alberic a good army. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to give, because I mean these guys don't have the charge bonus, do they? What's this? Immune to psychology. The questing knights are immune to psychology. Fair enough. So the questing knights are basically better apart from their charge bonus, which is worse. So they're better in protracted combat, basically. So and they're free, so we may as well just get all of the questing knights there because they're free. We can then give the maybe give them to Tim. Get rid of the knights errant, give them to Tim. Do that. I mean, the knights errant are just worse, aren't they? Just worse. I've been accused of being ageist, and I have just literally just got rid of all the youth in my army. I've been like, no, too young. I don't like it. They run around. They're listening to the music. Doesn't make any sense. It doesn't even have proper lyrics anymore. Get out of here, kids. Go and hang around. I don't know where Bretonnian children would hang. Like I want to say brothel, but that would not really the place for children. Like ye olde shopping centre, ye olde leeches. I don't know, something like that. Anyway, go and hang around out there. Go and hang around in your skate parks with your lances. Yeah, that's right. And stop polishing your lances as well. It's disgusting. It's filthy. I don't like it. Right, the Fay Enchantress down here. Now, there's not much we can do down here. I'm tempted just because Sartosa just has such a good garrison. I don't think we can beat it with this army. I think we're going to struggle. So, I think what we need to do is we need to get rid of these men-at-arms. We need to get more battle pilgrims, because the battle pilgrims are really good. I also want to get a thing, dead man clippy clop thing. What am I thinking of? The Grail Relic. Get one of those, and also get rid of these Knights Errant because they're youth. Ugh, young people, just the worst, aren't they? Right, let's end the turn. Just crack on, basically. Just crack on. So I think what we'll do is, it does look like Arkan is on his way out, which is good because he can't pester me. Hefler Hugh is on his way to Corone to complete the next part of the Fay Enchantress quest. We're going to get some better knights for the Fay Enchantress's army. Maybe some Grail Knights. She does make Grail Knights cheaper, doesn't she? And we can get some more. Hello. That's very ballsy. From Aranessa. That's very, very ballsy. Strong moves. Looks like she thinks she can take us. Is she right? The vampirates are a very strong faction, particularly against Bretonnia, because they just got all the guns. All the guns is bad. Are you right? Good. Okay, good. That's looks like Bretonnia is dealing with the Norscan menace, which is good. Good to see that. And we're friendly with the Wood Elves, which is nice. So far, things are going great, but we just need to really rack up that chivalry. We need to hoard that chivalry. We need to do some really chivalrous things, like, questing, I guess. Also, you know, jousting. Lots of jousting. Yep. Polishing... No, not polishing the lances. Rescuing damsels. And also... having big pointy hats, I think, is also quite chivalrous. Basically, all that stuff. We need to do more of that, just so we can really rack up that chivalry, make everyone jealous of all of our chivalry. And are you going to hit Grungzint? You are. Okay, well, you know what? I'll join in. I'll help. And I'll execute the captives. I think for the experience. Really, you've taken Grungzint. Really, really. Well, I mean, Tim did rank up. So did Sir Grim and Beaumont as well. Lots of rank. So actually, that worked out quite nicely for us. Tim even became a confident attacker, so more chivalry there. Very nice. Skull Smasher's finally dead. Took a little while, but we got there in the end. Beaumont is going to have Lionheart. No, that's a bit garbage. I'm kind of tempted to give him a Royal Pegasus, but the Hippogriff is just better. So let's just go with whatever gives quest charge bonus for questing knights. Yes, let's do that. Little charge bonus. Can't go wrong with that. And Tim, wherever you wander, experience per turn, local armies. What does that mean? Everyone near him? Because that's quite good. But Sky Masters as well. Oh, that's tempting. We could give him more Pegasus. We should give him more Pegasus guys, shouldn't we? Let's give him more Pegasus. Because can we get the Royal Pegasus? Because these guys now have 56, 46, 73. Plus 80 charge bonus. I mean, that's pretty bloody good, isn't it? That's not bad. Can we get... We can't get the Royal Pegasus Knights yet. But soon? What about Castle Carcassonne? We could actually upgrade Castle Carcassonne. That is an option. We could do this as well. Get the Peaks of Paravon. The mountain peaks of Paravon are known for the large bird roosts, but even more famous for the Pegasi. Upkeep reduction. I mean, that is pretty good. What about Bordelot? Bordelot is still a few turns away. We do have the Grail Chapel here, and we could upgrade that and get another damsel, which I am sort of tempted to do.
Armored in faith.
Because we do need more ladies. Ah, Callie. I meant to do some renaming, and I forget. I forgot. Every single time I see Callie, I go, shit, I should have done some renames. Look. When it comes to this whole YouTube thing, right? Just you know, we're gonna real talk just for a second. When it comes to this YouTube thing, I'm a bit shit. So I wouldn't expect much, basically. Whatever your expectations are, halve it, and then expect less than that. That's what I would do when you're watching my videos. In the meantime, let's get Curse of the Midnight Wind, because we all know Callie is a lover of the wind, or at least a great producer of it. So that seems good. And let's get hard to hit, because Sir Grim does need to be a bit harder to hit. And I'm tempted to get... Right, okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the Grail Chapel. Now, I'm going to do that because I want another damsel, which we can't have because we can only have 2 at the moment. But we've also got this going on, haven't we? We've got this. It looks like Aranessa is literally... I very rarely see the AI
what is your behest?
just like sit out there like, bring it. Very rarely do I see them do that. So this is a ballsy move. Very, very ballsy. They do have... I mean, these Promethean gunners... Nasty. Very, very nasty. Can we defeat them? I reckon... We got Night Pope. No, Night Pope. I mean, can Night Pope defeat... He's got the Bane of the Undead. So what does that actually do? Causes damage to... So he causes damage to undead around him. Okay, cool. Well, I'm just going to... You know what? Let's go for it. That's right. You know what? That's not actually... I mean, it's definitely... It's definitely in Aranessa's favour, but not as much as I thought it would be. And we got some reinforcements as well. I mean, you know, I'm not going to be counting on them, but they could well be a good distraction. So that's something. Thyrusa's dropping some rocks on people because that's just the way she rolls, which is fine. Rock and roll. That's right. Yes, because we've got the bound stone, some sort of scroll does a bombardment attack, which is actually pretty effective. And we've also been blatting Aranessa with, of course, the best spell in the game, Amber Spear. And we've already knocked about, I want to say about a third of her health off. Yeah, just about a third. And Aranessa is now charging towards us on her little swordfish legs, which is adorable. And Thyrusa is heading back. Here come the reinforcements, but Thyrusa's seen another opportunity because Aranessa is heading right for our line. She's directly in front. This is perfect. Ooh, and yep, down to I would say that takes just under a third of Aranessa's health off. So another one of those, and she's going to be in serious trouble. Talking of serious trouble, the reinforcements have apparently they didn't get the memo about holding back. They're very bravely charging the enemy line entirely by themselves. I say bravely, I mean stupidly, basically. But I guess at least they're going to use up some of the enemy's ammunition. So, you know, not the worst thing that could have happened, I guess. I mean, not the worst thing for me. For these guys, it's not going to be a... Yeah, they're dead. They're dead. Here comes Aranessa, charging ahead of the main force. And, oh, look at that Amber Spear coming in again. 432 health left. That's not the best. Okay, so on our left flank, we have all of our cavalry being led by Knight Pope himself. And then our infantry, we've got the Fay Enchantress Thyrusa there, who has 17 kills so far, and of course has managed to take out Aranessa pretty much single-handedly. Our battle pilgrims holding the line. We've got some men-at-arms with polearms on each side. Half of the enemy army is advancing on our cavalry, which is generally fine, but it is being backed up by all of these rotting Prometheans. Now, the rotting Prometheans are quite tanky and armor-piercing, so not the best. But we're going to engage these scurvy dogs with our Grail Knights, and the rotting Promethean is going to charge in. We're going to surround the this little blob with everything else we've got. So in comes the questing knights here. We're going to send questing knights after the Sartosa militia. And Knight Pope has engaged 3 units by himself and is winning handily. Look at this. Knight Pope. Knight Pope. He can't be defeated. Knights Errant swinging around to assist the main infantry line. We've got some more rotting Prometheans coming in to fight the Holy Hand Grenadiers, who don't have any grenades, unfortunately. That would have quite probably helped. As it is, they're just getting torn limb from limb, which is fine. Here comes some Morn Ghouls as well, because, you know, the Battle Pilgrims didn't have enough problems. Now they've got significantly more. Over here we do have some Sartosa Free Company who are being engaged by some polearms. So that's a little bit more sort of... That makes... That works slightly better for the men-at-arms. So the Knights of the Lion-Hearted have engaged the Rotting Prometheans, but these Rotting Prometheans, they're just so nasty. They're just mean. They've got good melee attack, they've got good melee defense, they've got good weapon strength, they've got missile attacks. I mean, what can you do? Knight Pope, though, has been cutting them down. Aranessa's down here as well, fighting Knight Pope. It's a fight to the death. However, Knight Pope, of course, has all of his health left, whereas Aranessa took 3 Amber Spears to the face, and as such, isn't doing so well. Plus, she's not dead, is she? So actually, all of these units are taking damage over time because they're fighting Night Pope, whereas Aranessa actually... Oh, she's dead. Well, well, yeah, okay, well, fair enough. Okay, so here comes some questing knights. They're moving in to assist. We're going to move them into wedge formation. I don't really like the formations very much. I find they just make life a little bit more awkward, but that was quite satisfying, wasn't it? That worked out quite well. So with Aranessa dead, the rest of our army is starting to fade away and crumble. Now, of course, Aranessa does have some live units who will run away rather than crumble, so we're going to have to hunt those down. But it looks like Aranessa's army has been completely crushed. Aranessa herself skewered by Amber Spear, of course, the best spell in the game, and with good reason. But that's a nice win for us. Considering there's some nasty units there, that actually worked out pretty well, I think. Dealt a bit of a blow to Aranessa there. Let's take the replenishments. I mean, the important thing is we get more chivalry, so that's good.
Traveling the land.
And we should be able to then just chase up and bop.
Ever on.
We've got a hedge wizard. That's good. And a scroll of Lycos. The words upon this scroll, when read aloud, allow an ally to move at such speed as to be unseen. Increase speed, give stalk unspotted. You know what? You know what? That's not actually bad. I mean, can you imagine a unit of Grail Knights with stalk and extra speed and unspottable? That'd be quite nasty, wouldn't it? Interesting. Okay.
The Empire.
Don't think so.
Morgiana.
Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to encamp. Now, do I go for Sartosa? I could do. We could do it. We could do it. Not too bothered by that. I mean, regrowth would be nice. Magical reserves would be good. I do want Arcane Conduit, but I think let's go for magical reserves. Because more winds of magic, more good, right? More of a pool is better.
I hear the winds.
I think we're going to have to move quite quickly. If I want to lay siege to Sartosa, it needs to be next turn. To be honest, I'm not sure if I can deal with this garrison. I think it might be too beefy, but I'm willing to give it a shot. That's what we're going to do. We're going to give it a shot, see what happens. It's a ballsy move, in my opinion. Very ballsy. Do we want a sanctuary? The lady may not provide salvation, but there is comfort in her gracious succour, which is something. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, no, I won't build that. Right.
My reputation precedes me.
I'm sure it does. We want you. We can get all the units we want down here. So, right, let's move everyone down to Castle Bastogne. We're going to have a little party at Castle Bastogne. Even Alberic's going to join in. He is recruiting, I believe. No, he's not. But we have we got? $35 of 33. Oh, because we gave away. Because we gave away a city. Okay, not the end of the world. I'm okay with that. We're making good money. Each turn we're making good money, which is good. I do want to upgrade Castle Carcassonne as soon as we can. Public order here is a problem though at the moment, isn't it? Yes. We need to try and up that. Let's get a Grail Chapel here because that will reduce the corruption, which is a bit of an issue, although I think we may need to untap. It's not. We actually make. Oh, we're not making all that much. Oh god, that's still reducing by 1 a turn. If we can fix the corruption, we should be okay. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Tristan, it looks like Arkan is dead, which is fine by me. Let's see. Is there anyone else we can trade with?
Who calls?
Osland, who is at war with Clan Mulder and Hockland. Well, I mean, sure.
Greetings, lords. I hope the lakes of Bretonia run clear this day.
I mean, there's the odd peasant floating in the lakes, but that's just, you know, just normal, isn't it? All right, no trade deal for you. Okay, fine. Well, that's I'll live. Now, people were pointing out we do have some. We got marble here. We've got iron at Montfort, which we could potentially. We've got salt at Brion as well, but and someone did the maths with this. That it's worth more having the landed estate and the water wheel, because that means that landed estate is actually producing 900 income. So without the water wheel, it's only producing 600, and the salt mine would not produce that much money. It would produce 200. So is that true though? 45 barrels of salt. Hang on. 6, so that's another 300. So the salt is 200 by itself, plus however much salt. Hang on, how much is salt? Oh, this is maths. Oh! Surely that would produce more. I mean, it's not much more, to be honest, is it? Because that's going to be, well, yeah, I mean, it's not a huge amount more, but it is something, I guess. What do we think? Because we do get extra growth from this as well, don't we? We get growth in adjacent provinces as well. So it does help out Massive Orcal. I think I might leave it for the moment. Maybe eventually, if that settlement maxes out, maybe you'll switch it over for the salt. I don't think it gives it much more, but I suspect it does actually give it more, because yeah, it must do. It must do. It must. I'm going to say it must do, and that's canon now. So that is just a fact. Right. Anything else we can do? No, I don't think so. We're just going to head down for a party at Castle Bastion. We do need to wait 8 turns before we can get more peasanty boys. So we can get some peasanty boys. But what I want to do is I want to send Tim and Beaumont off to go and say hello to Malekith. Now, if we're going to do that, they're going to need some, you know, top tier hot shit armies, because it's cold up there. You know, nipples that can cut glass. It's not going to be good. I mean, the peasants, they're pretty revolting anyway. Imagine what's going to happen when they get frostbite. It doesn't bear thinking about. So we're going to need top-notch armies to go up there and deal with the Dark Elves. But I think that'd be quite interesting. And also, we can give the territory to, say, the High Elves or something. I don't know, who cares? As long as they're, well, maybe not the High Elves. As long as we give it to a military ally, like maybe the Wood Elves, then we can replenish in that territory, and it'll actually be better for us than if we kept the territory ourselves. Because obviously Bretonians don't like icy lands. It's just, I mean, okay, maybe for skiing in the Alps, but other than that, they don't want icy lands, so won't enjoy living there. So if we give it to a military ally, we'll get some good replenishment, whereas if we kept it, we'd get shit replenishment. So, oh no, Tristan, who? What? Tristan got his head kicked in by Dramar Halfhand. Why? What possible... Oh, well, I guess at least Tristan can come back, I guess, but... That seems a bit... Seems a bit harsh. A bit rude. I think it's a bit rude. Call of Errantry, fine. Ambush discovered, don't care. Call of Errantry, fine. Faction destroyed, follows Nagash, good. Lovely. Right, okay, let's get everyone
My strength
down.
and wisdom are yours.
Okay,
Taking
good.
my leave.
Thanks for the heads
If
up.
the lady wills it.
Let's get everyone over here. Right.
Yes. My reputation precedes me.
Indeed it does. So,
I will indulge you.
let's do something like that. Because these guys are marching, they can't recruit at the moment. And then we also... Oh, Knight Pope has leveled up. Of course he has. Let's go for Icon of Devotion, because that's going to give our that's going to make our battle pilgrims even more tanky. Because now they'll have ward save. They're actually 50-45. That's not bad. I mean, the weapon strength is still shit, but you know, it's not as bad as it was. Okay, right. What we're going to do?
Gives you her blessing. Slay them.
We're going to lay siege. I don't know how sensible this is. They do have a bloody Necrofex, so could be a bad idea. But we're going to lay siege, and we're going to see how that works out. So the Fay Enchantress is going for the siege. We could maybe get the Green Knight on side, couldn't we? Do we want to do that? Where does he get summoned? Because if it's like Castle Carcassonne, that's really not that useful.
Witness her power.
Oh, he's right there. Good. That's good.
Winds
Right.
rise.
So let's get rid of who's not going to be that useful. I feel like the peasant bowmen are going to be of limited usefulness. So let's get rid of one of them.
Attack.
And
From my grove I come. I will aid you.
pop in there. So what do? You've got physical resistance, you cause fear, vanguard deployment, you're unbreakable, you're a sacred guardian, you've got a Dolorous blade. I mean, that looks pretty good, doesn't it? That looks pretty... Okay, we're going for that. We've got the Green Knights on side. We're going to lay siege to Sartosa. We're going to take Sartosa, and we've got a night party going on outside Castle Bastogne. We're going to sort out our armies. Then we're going to send Tim and Beaumont over to beat up Malekith for literally no other reason than I kind of fancy the idea of it. That's the entire logic behind it. But that is going to have to wait until next time. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of the Fay Enchantress.